Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome today to Robocraft by Freejam. This is a free-to-play game that is currently in Steam's early access, and I had a little nose, well, I've been playing it a bit myself and I've had a little nose to the reviews, and the reviews are very mixed, and I thought the best way to do it is to kind of show you guys the actual gameplay itself, and then you can kind of make up your mind based on the current build. It seemed like the best way to do it. So as it's a free-to-play game, you will start off with like 3 bays or garages where you can build robots. Originally they give you like a pre-built one, which I've deleted, and on here you will just slowly use little voxels and different shapes and whatnot to build different types of robot. So let's just load this one for now, because this is the one I've been having the most fun with, just because it's weird. So you have a lovely list of different cubes you can buy, but these will change based on your tech. So I'll try and quickly explain the basic kind of concepts. When you play games, you'll earn RP, which is the in-game currency, and you will also earn tech points, which are these little stars. You can then use the tech points based on which tier they are. So if you're playing in tier 1, which I'll explain tiers properly in a minute, you can unlock the tier 1 techs, which are mostly the ones around the centre here. Then you can go into tier 2s, which are the ones a little bit further out, tier 3, tier 4, blah 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 blah, all the way up to tier 10. So you can see the tiers along here, tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, etc, etc. So as you actually buy and unlock these, so say for example right now I have 18 tech 2, so tech 2, let's say I wanted some better wheels, I can just click that and buy, and then go to the cube depot, go to movement, and there would be the tier 3 ones available for in-game currency, which you would then just buy a single block for. There is free versions of basically everything, but that's usually for tier 1. Now, I personally think this game is quite generous with its in-game money. Generally speaking, you'll earn a few hundred a match, so these aren't and the matches can take anything from 2 minutes to maybe 5. They're really not very long at all. And then obviously you've got the actual premium currency. So let's say I've actually wanted to do a few changes to one of my bots, so I'll just show you briefly how the building goes. I need some of these. So these are tier 2 armoured things. Now this is just a slightly better version. So you can see there the mass is 2.3 kg, armour's 137, and then how much it will actually use on your build limit. So compared to what's already on there, which weighs a little bit less, gives less armour, but has the same build rating. Now if we go back to this build, in the top left you'll see my player level, and you'll also see the perflops or CPU, which is basically your build limit. As you get higher level, they allow you to do more things. The more things you add to the ship, the higher the tier goes. The tier you can see along the bottom, so that white bar indicates how far you are into that tier, which is separated into individual parts. So I'm about 3/4 of the way through tier 2 with this ship, because I've got these guns here at the front, which are tier 2 front facing guns. These here are tier 3, I think they're called side mounted. Let's just find out. Top mounted, sorry. So I've got these tier 3s and the tier 2 forward facing. So that's what's on here, and then I've also got some tier 2 thrusters and tier 2 hover blades. So this is designed to be like a little hovering, kind of like a helicopter sort of idea. And then I've also put a satellite on it, which actually tracks enemies on the map. Well, for me they'll come with like a little red ping on them, which you'll see. But now I want to start upgrading where these. You can see where I've already started upgrading parts of it. So the green is the newer cubes that give more armour, and I've been slowly working my way through it. So now that I've actually got these, so I've got 10 of these that I can put through. So now we can start putting these. Now that's just gone red because I've then detached it from the ship. So this is by no means a good design for a ship, by the way. It's just I've done it because I thought it was kind of a cool design. It is by no means a good ship. So do remember that. If any of you have got this and think, oh, I might try and get some tips, do not use this video for tips. This is not meant to be a good ship. So all you got to do, I'm going to go round and try and just basically just update some of these that I've already got to try and maximise any armour that I can, because the basis of this game, which you'll see some gameplay in a minute, there we go, I've just run out perfectly, So we can actually jump straight into a game now, but the idea is to kill all the enemy team or capture the base. If your robot gets destroyed, that's it. You're done. Like, all you can do then is you can either spectate the game or you can leave. If you do leave, they'll just give you a set amount of resources with the RP points towards playing. If you stay, you're more likely to get a little bit extra, I believe, but I'm not 100%. So here's all the other teams spawning in. So there we go. So we get a mini-map down the bottom which shows all the different ways you can go. Enemy base at the far side, we can either go and capture that or we can just kill everyone. So now my ship's quite fast and is a pretty good scout, but it doesn't take a lot of hits. As you can see, it's a bit wobbly as well because the weight limit's everywhere. So that's the other thing you've got to take into account is mass. So particularly with flying things or anything that's a bit speedy is... oh shit. You want to be trying to keep your mass centred. Oh dear. He's got a lot more guns than me. A lot more guns. Yep, there we go. So as you can see there, I was particularly wobbly. I did get most of his tyres though, so at least he's kind of stranded. So for now, let's just actually exit and go back to the ship. So because I got destroyed, it'll tell you I got destroyed. Now, at the end of every game, you'll earn a set amount of RP. I did still earn some tech for that as well, but it'll then use up that to repair the ship, so X amount of it will go into repairing the ship. But I still earned a fair bit of RP for that actually. So yeah, it looks like I might need to add some more weight to the bottom of the ship, which is pretty much what most of this is, because you've also got like a cockpit which I'm trying to protect. So I dropped that down and then surrounded it by weighted heavy cubes, which are these, because their mass is a hell of a lot higher than the standard cubes, so that pulls it down into the centre. So I think I just need to add possibly some more, maybe along the sides here potentially, or maybe I should just do it on the base. See, I've put some armour cubes on it because I thought that would help protect this area, but I'm actually starting to think that it might just be better just having these as heavy cubes completely. Turn that. Let's also change that one, because that's not really defending much. So I'll keep the armour cubes in front. In fact, actually, have I got 2 armour cubes there? I actually have. So in that case then, if we put another heavy one there... I do have armour in front of that, so... actually no, we'll just put another heavy one there. Like that. Say, it's not designed to look that aesthetically pleasing there. But that should give a bit more weight to the bottom of it. So yeah, we will endeavour to try that again, I think. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. I'll actually show you a full game this time, even if we have to spectate other people. Otherwise I'll have to maybe go and use one of my other bots that lasts a little bit longer, because as I say, this one isn't designed to be... it's not that great. There's too many weak points, because I've made it quite pointy. They've only got to shoot the blocks on the back to take out the tail or one of the wings, and I lose not only a lot of guns, but I also basically lose the ability to move, because this is all pretty well balanced. So if you take away the balance, this thing really doesn't work very well. So yeah, that weight's definitely helped. I'm a lot less wobbly now. There you go. You can already pretty much see how smoother that is. Oh, he says as it starts wobbling. It doesn't seem to like speed, this thing, even though it's built for speed. Bless me, apologies. Oh, let's see if we can... oh, we're starting to track people. Because this is a big open map, it tends to be a lot of just fighting in the centre. I might actually just join in the fight rather than trying to go forward. Oh dear. We are somewhat getting surrounded here. Yep, there you go. I signalled them out because they saw that my ship was quite weak. That seems incredibly loud. Let's just exit that for now. Those guns seem very loud. I don't know if that was just me. Let's just quickly knock that down a little bit. That would be why. For some reason that's gone right the way up. Just bring that down a little bit. Sorry about that, I think that might have been a little bit too loud for you guys there. I don't know why that had gone back up, but whatever. So yeah, I'll tell you what, I will swap to one of my other ones. So this is a tier 1 robot? Yes it is. which I've literally designed. Can I get underneath it to show you? Yeah, so I've got a kind of like central pillar with all the wheels attached to it. Then I've completely surrounded that in armour. Then I've put extra layers of armour around those, and the seat's hidden in the centre of this. So, to my knowledge, if you smash the seat, you smash the entire thing pretty much instantly. And then I've just put all the things at the front. So obviously the idea of this would be is I'd cover the front of this in better armour, and then just make sure that it's always facing them as best as I can. So I could do a lot to improve this. Obviously I could put some more top-mounted guns on the top of it, maybe along some of the sides here, but I don't think I'm going to bother just yet. So the other thing that is with this game is every vehicle, because it's classed as a separate vehicle, everyone gets its own. They've got like a daily win system in here, like you'll see on quite a few other games that are mostly multiplayer based. So you have a daily win bonus. So, and that will double basically anything you earn that match. So if you earned 400 RP, you'd earn 800. Which, when you've got 3 vehicles, the reason I've got 3 vehicles is solely for that basis of I quickly go in, win with the 2 other vehicles, and then I get a massive chunk of RP every day to throw at a ship that I'm having a little bit more fun with, perhaps. So yeah, as you can already tell, this thing is a hell of a lot slower. It's by no means slow, it's just a lot slower, because it hasn't got thrusters on the back and all that other kind of crazy shit. So it looks like we're actually playing on the same map again. That's kind of cool. So yeah, so this is tier 1, so everyone's ships are going to be a little bit less crazy than the ones we were just with. By no means worse, but a lot less crazy. Oh shit. Collision. He's dead already. Oh, that guy's got much better guns than I have. And he completely took out the corner of my thing. However, there we go, I got him. I've still got... Oh, right, I've still managed to keep my steering wheel. So I've built this thing to be like front wheel drive, so the steering's at the front. So somehow I've managed to keep that and at least 2 of my tyres, so I can actually still pretty much control this. Now I'm going to try and skip past the enemies here, because we are trying to capture their base, and I'm going to at least go and try and help. If I'm going to die, I might as well try and at least aid them in some way. Oh, never mind, we got shut down. Well, I'll go down fighting. There we go. Oh my god, that's a lot of guns. Damn. Right, here, so he's flipped and is completely useless. He's flipped and is completely useless. People haven't bought the... there's a device you can get. I have actually got it on the bottom side of this, where you can activate it and it'll flip you in the air in an attempt to try and roll yourself over. And it looks like he's just defending our base. So yeah, that's probably a loss, I would say. Well, we'll leave that for now. So yeah, that's a kind of basic idea of Robocraft in its entirety. Now the reason some people seem to be not keen on the game is there was a recent update that changed a lot. So anyone who played initially got access to 3 different types of guns. So there's these like I think they've just called them SMGs on this. Yeah, they're just known them as SMGs. And then there's also a railgun and a plasma cannon. Now originally there's tier 1 versions of these, and you could then mix and match, and so a railgun's more like a sniper, and the plasma cannon, which is what that enemy just used on me to blow the shit out of the side of my tank, is a bit more kind of like a rocket launcher-esque. It's like an explosive thing. They originally had access to all of them from the start, whereas that's now been taken away, and you have to slowly unlock your way all the way to tier 3 before you can get them. Because they wanted to gradually get people used to more advanced weapons and better techs and all that kind of stuff. However, you can still just go and buy your way to them. And they've got then they also released this Robo Shop, which is where you can buy pre-made kind of crazy vehicles for their premium currency. But when you buy it, you also get special bonuses, so you'll get access to the premium account, which basically means you get, I think, again, you get double what you would earn in-game if you're a premium account compared to a standard account. So then if you also had your daily bonus, it'd double again, so you'd be earning silly amounts. An extra garage slot that you get for free. You get a larger limit for building, and then anything that you don't own already, it will unlock for you. And then obviously you get to keep everything block that's on here. You get to keep. So like, say for example, those electro plates. Those electro plates you need to get here. So I need to get to a tier 3 robot and start winning tier 3 matches to unlock all these to get my way up here. Whereas if you bought that, you can go straight to there from instant and get access to any of these, and you automatically unlock anything that's associated with that thing. So there's a lot of people now thinking that this is becoming a little bit too pay to win, which originally they were trying to steer clear of. I imagine with the fact, from what I've seen, they seem pretty active in their forums and trying to listen to people. So I imagine if people continue to express their dislike of the new system, it will probably be reversed somewhat. They'll probably still keep the Robo Shop because, let's face it, it's a free-to-play game. They're always going to have an option there for you to buy your way into things if you do so desire. They might just rebalance it so that you're not quite having this thing, which is apparently in a tier 3. And this is a tier 2, which I've never seen anyone like that with a tier 2. That would be insane. But, so yeah, there's a lot of people, I think most of this will get changed, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I hope I'm right, because, you know, I don't really want to think that this game is pay to win, because it's got a brilliant concept. The idea of literally just being given free reign to just build whatever the hell you want. I mean, all this is built with the stuff that they give you for free. So all white blocks are completely free. The wheels, they're tier 1 wheels that are the free versions. The forward-facing guns are completely free. The only thing that I paid for with the in-game currency are these top-mounted ones, which I think are about 100 each. And as you can see at the minute, I've got 800. I'm earning a few hundred a match, so that's really not an issue. You know, if you wanted to use the heavy blocks, I don't even think they're that much. I think they're about, yeah, there you go, 3 RP each. And when you're earning a few hundred a game, you can see how it would build up pretty quickly. You know, I can build... These are tier 2s, armoured, 40 each. When I'm earning a few hundred, I'm buying about 10 about every 2 games, which isn't too bad when all you're doing is updating a ship or a robot slowly. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's a look at Robocraft. If you want to see any more, let me know. I just thought I'd do this video so you guys can have a little bit of an inside look at the game without touching it first, because some people are finding this game incredibly infuriating and other people are enjoying it. So based on what I've seen on the forums anyway, I personally quite like the game. But then I like games that involve building and all that kind of stuff, so I've more enjoyed the idea of like building a basic robot and then tweaking it and going, oh right, well that's not working, let's change this, and trying to make a better robot. And then I just started, which is basically where that one came in, where I was just like, I just want to make something that looks awesome. Because originally my first one was this monstrosity of a thing, which was originally just like a car with the guns on the side of it, which then my wheels kept getting shot off, so I ended up building this frame around the wheels to try and protect them, and then added some more guns to that. Then I wanted even more guns, so I built this rack along the top. The back was completely unused, so I've put an antenna on there so I could spot enemies. Started putting stronger guns dotted round, and it just evolved. That's the way it evolves. So it turns into a complete monstrosity, but it was all evolved by ongoing of the idea of, right, this isn't working, or this isn't effective, let's try and do something about it. You know, it was the same idea with this. So when I first tried this, it was just flying everywhere because it couldn't control itself, and it was all because I hadn't got any weight in the centre to pull it down. So once you pulled it down, it actually sits straight and hovers properly. So I like it for that aspect. I mean, the general gameplay itself is fairly basic, but I do enjoy the fact that the matches are fairly short. So yeah, that's been Robocraft by Freejam. It is available on Steam's Early Access. It's free to play. You can go and download it and you can try it for yourself. And I do believe at the minute they've got a promo code that when you register your account, if you put in the promo code, they give you like 1,000 of their in-game currency for nothing. So that's also there for you. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Drop me a comment, tell me what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye-bye.